Good morning, my dear students. I hope everyone okay. In the previous class, we are going to start. Basically, we have going to started our next chapter. Yes, the chapter 5 and the coordination and the secretion. In the previous class, we also explained the coordination in plants is the lesson 1 to 3. My dear students, today I have just select our main topics. Basically, in the main topics is the nervous system. Yes, the nervous system, I have just drawn the neuron. Here's the neuron, my dear students. Here's the nervous system. Here's the first structure is the cell body, and this structure is the processes structure. Now, the cell body, here's the dendrite and the plasma membrane. Basically, dendrite is this as the flagella shape or the hair-shaped structure, and the plasma membrane and the middle layer, it's also the nucleus, and this structure is the jelly-like and the jelly-like shape, the cytoplasm. And here's this structure is the axon. Basically this here, and it's also the axon and the myelin sheath. And this structure, I just draw again, this structure is the myelin sheath, and here's the gap. Basically here's the myelin sheath, two myelin sheath is the between the gap, it's also the node of Ranvier, and the figure is the neuron. Now, please everyone open the books. Basically, these topics is the basically main important topics for your JSC exam. Here's the lesson 4 and 5, the nervous system. In class 6, you have known from classification the characteristics of unicellular and multicellular organisms. Here's the unicellular, basically only one cell structure, and the multicellular, here's also the huge cell structure. There are different structures of tissues, organ and organ system, etc. in multicellular organism. In different organs, there is an assemblage of various functions of numerous cells. To coordinate with these functions and to keep harmony with the environment, body needs quick coordination system. Such as some words, evil news makes you cry, but good news makes you cheerful. Your good result in the examination makes you delightful. Various stimuli provokes all these activities. To carry stimuli from different parts of the body, coordinate the activities of the different organ systems of the body, and to keep harmony with the environment are the main functions of nervous system. The system of animal body which maintains the communicate between different organs, coordinates the functions of all other systems, and respond to stimuli in order to keep harmony with the environment is called the nervous system. Brain is the main part of the nervous system. The brain of man is the most developed one amongst all animals, and man is therefore known as the best creator of the universe. Basically, brain is formed by numerous specialized cells called neuron or nerve cell. Now, I have also drawn in the class, it's also the neuron, and the nerve cell or another name is the neuron. The structural and the functional unit of nervous system is the neuron. And a neuron is the longest cell of the human body. A typical neuron is mainly divided into two parts, namely cell body and the processes. Here's first structure is the cell body. The cell body is the main part of the neuron. The cell body may be different shapes, for example, round, oval, and the star shape. Here's I just draw basically this structure, is it not a star-shaped structure? And the cell body is the composed of cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. Nerve cells have no centriole, so they cannot divide like other cells. So it's also the main parts of the difference between the nerve cell and also the other cell. Yes, the nerve cell, they have no any centriole, so they can't divide that's like the another cells. Now, The parts of the nerve cells. Here's basically two parts. First is the processes and the second is the cell body. My dear students, next I also explain the processes. Processes. The branched tree-like structures that extend from the cell body are called processes. The processes are of two steps such as the axon and the dendron. Here's the axon. This structure, again I also remark this structure, basically its structure is the axon and the another structure is the dendrons. Axon. The long thread-like structure originated from the cell body is called axon. There is usually only one axon per neuron. The end opposite to the cell body of an axon breaks up into many fine branches. Second structure is the dendrons. Here's the dendrons. Again, I also remarks. Basically, is it not a tree-shaped structure? Basically, this tree-shaped structure, the another name is the axons. Now, the dendron. Again, the dendron. Basically, this structure is the dendron and the other part is the dendrite. Dendron is the plural and dendrite is the singular. Now, the dendron. The branch structures originated around the cell body are termed as dendron. They are small, relatively wide and breaks up into fine terminal branches called dendrites. They conduct impulses towards the cell body. Now, the another part is the synapse. Have you any idea about the synapse? Yes, my dear students, I just draw basically one neuron. This structure is the one neuron and the another structure is the second neuron and the third structure is also the fourth neuron. Here's this structure is the neuron, one neuron. Again, this structure is the second neuron and this structure is the third neuron. Here's the neuron basically. These are also the cell body and these are also the processes structure. Where is the processes structure? I also remarks basically axon, terminal shape of axon. This structure is the terminal shape of axon. When the terminal shape of axon is also the another neurons dendrites, they are also collect in the conjugal and the another name is the synapse. Now, please everyone see the rules. What's the meaning of the synapse? The junction between two neurons where axon of one neuron ends and the dendrons of another neuron arises known as synapse. And synapses allow information to pass from one neuron to another, to carry stimuli, to maintain communications between internal and external environment of the body, coordinate the activities of different organ systems of the body, retain memory and to think and pass instructions for work at the functions of neuron. The transmission of impulses through the synapses of nervous system neuron are shown in the figure. The nervous system consists of mainly three parts, namely central nervous system, peripheral nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. My dear students, here's again the next class. We also explain basically the central nervous system. I think today I have just also explained only the neuron. Thanks, my dear students. That's all today.